Well, members of the Jamestown community are lending a hand to law enforcement K-9 units by helping them train for real-world scenarios. WNY News Now's Craig McFadden joins us with more on this story. Hey, Craig.
Hey, Justin. Yesterday, police K-9s and their handlers from Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties met at the Hartley Resale Center lot on Washington Street in Jamestown to brush up on their search skills. Deputy Jason Beekner, the Chautauqua County Sheriff Office senior K-9 handler, says the dogs are trained to find explosives or narcotics that deputies hide at vehicles at the lot. Deputy Beekner explained that when working in the field, the dogs don't always get a chance to be rewarded, so the weekly training session is an opportunity to show appreciation for their hard work.
We just try to make it as real life as possible. We'll kind of set it up, put them out, let them sit there for a little while. We'll put people in the cars to make it as realistic as humanly possible, and then we'll just deploy the dogs as we would on a normal traffic stop or any scenario that we would get.
Additionally, he says bringing dogs and handlers from various departments together makes it easier for the units to work together in the field.
So we know the ins and outs of each dog and each handler's abilities and the downfalls of each dog. So when we train together, we can find whose dog is going to be the most accurate and most able to provide out on the street.
The deputy says another important reason for the training is to get the dogs familiarized with the community and the community comfortable with the dogs.
They have a job to do, and they're going to do it to their best of their ability, and sometimes that is a little bit of a scary process, but the dogs are very sociable, very decent, and they work fantastic in pretty much any opportunity they're given.
Jamestown Police, Lakewood Bust-I Police, and Cattaraugus County's Sheriff's Office K-9 units joined the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office for the training. Now, Justin, Deputy Beekner thanked the car dealership for allowing the use of their parking lot and vehicles. He says his team is always looking for new places to train. Community members who are interested in loaning the department a vacant house property, wooded area, or open space are asked to call the sheriff's office. We have a link with more information at WNYNewsNow.com.
Well, thank you, Craig, for your reporting. Such a great story.
Absolutely.
And really awesome to see the dogs out. And I know yesterday it was kind of very interesting how we sort of got tipped off to this. We have a policy in our newsroom where we're really, thankful for community tips, and we love getting them. So more the merrier. But sort of after a few, a good half a dozen tips roll in about the same thing, we usually say, we better send somebody to go check this out. And that's exactly what we did. And we came across, and it wasn't a crime scene or anything like that, which people originally maybe thought, search dogs, things like that. But just a police training, and really good to see, too, that community support from local businesses saying, here, you can use this lot, you can use this warehouse, and really great to see, too, because as you reported in the story, the dogs working together, really becoming more familiarized with not just each other, but different locations, certainly, I'd imagine, helps out quite a bit. So.
Absolutely, and I believe that it was very, very cool of the cops to actually be open to be covered, and they weren't being secretive about it. Because one of the big things for me is that having a police law enforcement have a close relationship with the community that they watch over. And for the cops to actually allow us to come in and cover them and to be transparent with it, I thought was a great thing.
Yeah, it really was. And it just goes to show you about our wonderful community here, and that they are so close to the community, where the community gives them these resources like that to help them out with places to train, comes together, and the fact that they are so open to going to schools and bringing in the dogs and showing kids and talking to the news media and things like that. So it's a great job, and we thank the deputy and the rest of really everyone involved there for that training, and we wish them well. They're certainly studying hard. I mean,
I'm not getting too close to the dogs.
No.